feel like this thing is not in front of me. Like that is in front of me. Yeah, there we go.
Optimus Magnum.
What's good, everyone? I'm Optimus Magnum and welcome to another discussion video. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you wonderful people for taking the time out of your day to stop by my channel and watch my video. While you're all here though, if you like the content and what I have to say, please feel free to click that like button, as it lets YouTube know that Cocoa Pebbles is a delicious cereal and we all agree, so this video therefore needs to be promoted ASAP. For those of you that like Fruity Pebbles instead, don't worry, I'm with y'all too, as that is also equally delicious. So slap that like button and let's all enjoy our bowls of cereal while we watch me talking about my gaming opinions. Now, if you like this content and want to hear more about my cereal infatuation, please feel free to subscribe and click that little notification bell so that you can be alerted when I post content. Thanks a lot, everyone, and once again, I appreciate all of you for showing love and support. It means the world to me. Now let's get to the video. But first, I'd like to talk to you about Whatnot. Full disclosure, this video is not sponsored by Whatnot, but as a seller, I wanted to make sure you all know that I do sell on there occasionally. By now, all of you should know what Whatnot is, but just in case you were abducted by aliens and you've been zipping across the galaxy in their cool spaceship the last year or two, then let me quickly explain. Whatnot is a live auction selling app where you can bid on and buy items in real time. Think of it as eBay meets Instagram Live. It's such a great community of buyers and sellers, and the auctions are amazing. Now, I am a buyer and a seller on there, and I can tell you it is so much fun just chatting in there while buying or just hanging out watching auctions, talking in the chat. They've integrated a giveaway button now, and you can win items without having to buy anything. It's also just as fun while selling, as the chat always gets me fired up in there. It's just an awesome community to be a part of. If you haven't signed up for Whatnot and would like to, please feel free to use my link to join, and you will receive $10 to spend, and so will I when you buy. That link will be in the description and also displayed here. Now let's get to the video. So, console wars. Everyone loves to debate this since the early days of gaming. From the Super Nintendo versus the Sega Genesis to Xbox versus PlayStation to console players versus PC players, all of it to me is just flat out crazy because I absolutely love gaming on all platforms. Now for this video, I will concentrate more on actual console wars instead of PC versus console, as that can be a topic for another discussion. But consoles seem to be one of the main issues among gamers these days. The biggest thing being Xbox versus PlayStation versus Nintendo. Now, as a collector, are there some consoles that might get more alone time with me on occasion? Sure. But that doesn't mean I despise the other gaming platforms at all. It just means I may be enjoying playing a game at a certain time at that very moment. Which brings me to the reason why I think console wars are dumb. Yeah, I said it. In my opinion, it's always software over hardware. It's all about the games we play and like. If you're a person who thinks one console is better than the other, then to me, you're the one missing out, because you're limiting yourself to one platform and not expanding your gaming experience and giving yourself a chance to branch out and enjoy some really great games. You see, every console will usually have the same games on them, but they will also have what we call console exclusives. As a collector, these are the titles we covet the most sometimes, and for good reason. But as a gamer, if you only play on one platform, you will miss out on some awesome games for various consoles. Nowadays, there seems to be less of that as game companies are starting to release their exclusives also on PC. But there are still a number of games that can only be played on certain consoles. Now, by all means, if you can't afford to buy multiple consoles to game on, please don't do what I did, because I obviously have an issue there. Please buy what you like and play what you like. What I am referring to is the people that gripe or just trash talk a platform without playing that platform just for the sake of bashing it. Imagine being a strictly Nintendo owner in the 80s and 90s and missing out on Golden Axe 2, Gyarados, Elysia Dragoon, and Streets of Rage, just to name a few. Then on the other side, having a Sega Genesis only, but missing out on all the Mario titles, Donkey Kong Country, and more. The list can go on and on, but for me, I can't possibly imagine playing Halo and Gears of War on the Xbox, but missing out on Uncharted and God of War on the PlayStation, and missing out on more Mario titles on the Switch. Nothing in this world could hold me back from wanting to play those titles again, even today. Okay, maybe you can hold me off for a few moments, you tantalizing box of sweet, sugary deliciousness, but eventually I will find my way back to Shadow of the Colossus, and I will enjoy it. You see, all of us have that competitive nature in us, and we all like to feel that our opinions matter, and that we are the smartest because of our opinions. As kids, that's why we said, our dads could whip your dads in a fight, or that, I bet my mom is prettier than your mom. Same goes for video games, of course, but do we really want to see the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and PS1 do battle, or would we rather see them holding hands watching Netflix? I prefer the latter, as I like to spend time on them all. Call me a make love not war guy if you may, but I guess that I definitely don't want to feel left out when someone tells me that they played a certain game and I'm stuck staring at the wall or having to watch it on Twitch because I'm too stubborn to enjoy a different console. Some people just take it to extremes and treat certain consoles as if they are their spouse and they can't possibly look at another console. It doesn't have to be that way. I like to think of my consoles as one happy circle of friends that get together occasionally, enjoy their time, and then go back home and talk about their good times the rest of their lives. It's why I collect, it's why I love gaming, and why I will never discriminate one console over another. To me, gaming is a huge part of my life, and I don't want to miss out on any of it, so I will never limit myself to only enjoying part of that life. If gaming equals life, I want to live that life to the fullest, or play as many fun games as I can while I still can, enjoy them with my family, and pass that down for generations. Now, I would love to hear your thoughts on this subject of console wars and what you think about the whole system versus system thing. Do you favor hardware or do you favor software regardless of the hardware? Please feel free to leave those comments below, and also don't forget to leave that like and also subscribe if you like the content today. I appreciate you all for coming through and watching, and as always, happy gaming.